Hello everyone, my name is JustxNina, because you could just call me Nina, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to set up a successful business on Roblox. So welcome back or welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps me just so much. Every little subscriber will it'll make me even more happy to be and encourage me to make these videos, because trust me, this morning I was lazy as hell and I was like, you know what, I'm actually gonna do a video because I know that you guys finally want me to do videos. So you might be thinking, like, what really is a company on Roblox? Because it's kind of a strange idea. Now I've done this now I think I did this company about 2 years ago. So if you see on my screen right here, this is on my profile. This is me and my friend's building company that I made on for Bloxburg. Now you of course don't have to do a building company. There's so many more services you can provide on Roblox that I'll be going through later, but basically I created a company with a bunch of my friends because I was bored, and I was like, you know what, it's kind of a great way to become an entrepreneur, already starting on Roblox, something as small as this. And I got a lot of my friends to help me out, and although this group is not fully successful, and that's probably because I worked with that group for like 2 months maybe, and then I completely just let it go there. Sometimes I advertise a bit, but it needs consistent work, which might seem a bit demotivating, but trust me, it definitely is motivating at the end, if that makes sense. So first I'll give you guys a tour of my company that you can join, because self-promotion over here while we're at it, and this also gives you a nice idea of kind of what you want to do with your company. So I added a nice description here, basically telling people kind of what we're looking for in this company, what services we provide, which is definitely one of the tips in the future, to really in your bio have to really simplify what you want, and obviously how they're gonna have to pay you back. Because although you might think we can make a free company and we just provide services for free, but like you can do that, but I feel like it'll kind of take the purpose away of making a company if you're just not gonna get money from it back. So then I can create shoutouts, since I'm actually the owner of this company, and then there's also a wall and everything in case you guys have never seen Roblox group. But anyway, like as you can see, there's no stores, there's nothing here, but this is just kind of to broadcast out what our company is. Now we're going to be moving on straight away to the first tip. So the first tip to do is you got to figure out what you're going to be selling or providing. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. You need to figure out what you're going to do. I don't mind if you want to make your own building company. Like, it's not going to kill me. I probably wasn't the first person who created a building company, but there's so many other things. Like, I know a lot of people play, I was asked a lot on my wall to create Adopt Me houses, and I actually went ahead and did that. Like, you don't need to do, well, yeah, obviously that's still in the building compartment, but you can do like services in games. There's like restaurant games, like you could create your own game like that, and then like maybe be a waiter or something. I know this is this is really big if you really want to, like, if you're an overachiever and you want to create a whole game. But you can just do like act services, like babysitter in Bloxburg actually is a really good idea. Or you can make your own like neighborhood in Bloxburg and make role plays there, and your service is being a role player and getting a huge family so that like players can enjoy. You see, services don't specifically have to be building or waiter or anything. It can be anything you want, which is what I'm trying to prove here. So the next tip I would say is your logo and name. So I actually used to have another logo for this, but I think it got deleted by Roblox. It was actually one of my character and my other friend's character, and our digital I don't know, like I'll tell this later, but you're gonna need very specific roles, and I think my friend was the digital creator for our logo and stuff, and she created a GIF out of me and my friend who owned the company for the logo, and that was really good because it was like really helpful because it gets people to your company and it looks very professional. Like, I'm not displaying that right now, as you can see, because I just have random clouds, But I used to have it, and it actually brought a lot of people in because they thought, oh, this is quite professional. They even have a logo and everything. And another thing I would suggest is your name. You're gonna need to have a name that's significant, and it's supposed to really like make it straightforward, I suppose. Like, definitely don't go selling clothes or a big family roleplay. You know, it'll make it less but you have to make it quite simple. Like, here, me and my friends building company, that's pretty straightforward, and it's quite professional. Now looking back on it, I would have maybe changed one or two things, made it a little bit more, you know, nice, and kind of give it more of a rhythm. What I mean by that is, like, you know, when it rhymes, and kind of make it more nice, but simple enough is still pretty good. Next is social media. Now, promoting your group on social media is one of the best tips I can give you, alongside with the group. Because I was recently scrolling on TikTok, and I find people on, for example, Bloxburg, and they built a hotel, right? There's millions of these groups, and they're promoting their hotel on social media, and it actually made me want to join that group of people and roleplay with them in there. So advertising like social media or Snapchat, Instagram, I don't really mind. I would definitely suggest it. Now, I actually haven't done this for my group, except now that I'm doing it on YouTube. This is kind of my promoting. Definitely join this group, guys, if you can. Just, you know, it might give you an idea if you're trying to start your company. You know, it's always there. You can always refer back to it and, you know, have a few looks. I wouldn't call myself a professional. I made this when I was a lot younger, but, you know, it's still decent enough. So definitely I would suggest promoting this on social media. So next is you want to get organized before you start making your company, because it's not just we start a group, boom, I get 5 friends to join me. No, you're gonna have to get organized. So you're going to want to get roles for each person in the company, like a marketing team, the actual people who are providing the service. You can't do this alone. Like, personally, I put in these on a group. You can always do that on like a board on something, on a game or a sign. But I have my high workers, I have my owner, which is me, and then I have members/customers. So definitely try and get people to do, like, your friends having different roles. Like me and my friend over here, we're the owners, but then we have digital, we have a marketing, someone on marketing, we have someone on making digital things. We have, I don't know, we have a lot of people. Like, it's just a group of me and my 5 friends, but we actually went ahead and gave each other all great roles, and it kind of gives you a new way of thinking while doing this. You know, it's quite educational while doing this, because you're like, oh, we need someone for digital, we need someone for marketing, and it can be really good to organize that as well. And another tip for getting organized is to, if for example, I'm doing a building company, right? So I need to ask my customers questions. Like here I said, we will get you an agent as soon as possible. So I sent an agent, not an angel, an agent to that person. That agent started sending out messages and like questions, like, so like, what kind of house do you want to be built? What game will it be built? Now, usually it's in Bloxburg, but you know, and basically they'd be like, oh, well, that's pretty good. They're asking me a lot of questions. And then I would suggest get a piece of paper, get a pen, get a post-it, and write that information down. Because I remember I used to, one time I had someone, one of my first customers, and they asked me a whole bunch of stuff. Like, for example, even if you're just you're doing a role play as your company, and you're a waiter or something, or you're a family member, and you have to get their order or something, you're gonna forget that list, and you're gonna have to scroll back through the chat like 10 times. It's gonna be terrible. So I suggest writing it down, get a piece of paper, get pens, get that all organized for you, to, you know, remember the services that like you need to provide for them. Now moving along to my last tip, and that is to get a location. So as you know, there's obviously like here it's a group. You might be somewhere in a game, like let's say I play Adopt Me, and my work is to I don't know, oh god, give free food, okay? Let's say that's my thing, but I need to have a place where I give the free food, where I write that list of people that work for me. You need a headquarter for your business, basically. Now, again, this is only if you have the time or the money. I mean, you need the time for a business, but you know, like, personally, I remember I built a quick headquarters, basically, where I interviewed people who wanted to be hired for my company. It was, you know, it was back then, so I had quite a small box, but it doesn't have to be like a huge building. Like, personally, I just create a quick small little nice little office in the middle of nowhere, despite it having like no other facilities nearby. And basically, I'd interview the people there and get them hired into my business. And it just gives that professional look. You know, when you have a customer and you're interviewing them, basically that just gives it more of a professional look to your business. And that's the most important thing. Professional is the most important. You need to be organized. And just like bonus tips, you need to be organized when creating that business. You need to, you need to spend a good while, like at least a week before actually starting the business, getting people understanding, watching videos on how to start up a business. I mean, if you're that determined about it, like I remember I got a whole notebook just for my business. And you need to be determined, you need to be resilient. This is just like my old video I did about a month ago about creating your channel and how to get a successful channel on YouTube. And it's definitely to really put your mind to it. And honestly, this is a building company or any type of company that provides a service on Roblox is definitely something I would absolutely recommend to do. I mean, I had so much fun planning with my friends. We create like Google Docs and stuff, or we'd send each other messages about the company, and it was great fun, like being on call, talking about what we wanted to create. And it was only just it was just Roblox. It was just a building company on Roblox, but it still meant a lot, and it was quite entertaining to make your own company on Roblox, even if it's something just small. It creates key skills for life. This sounds like it sounds like I'm doing some big thing, but really it's just a company on Roblox. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you have any video ideas, because like it took me a while to already get this idea for this video, but like there's a list of video ideas that I have, and they're just, I'm too lazy to do those. So if you guys have any suggestions, or just anything you would like to see me doing, please comment down below and like and subscribe to help my channel out as I power through that. We're gonna get past 100 subs, I know it, anytime soon. So thank you very much. That was JustxNina signing out.